Harper Paperbacks and HarperAudio present The Couple at Number 9, a novel by Claire Douglas, read by Nathalie Buscombe
and Kenton Thomas.
Part 1. Chapter 1. Saffy, April 2018. I'm in the front garden, pulling at weeds that spill out from the borders of the driveway, like gigantic spiders, when I hear yells, deep and guttural. The builders are in the rear garden with a mechanical digger. All morning, as I was pruning the rosebush under the living room window, I could hear the thrum of it on the breeze, like a nagging headache. But now it's stopped. It's enough to make my heart pound, and Snowy, Gran's little Westie who's lying beside me, prick up his ears. I turn towards the cottage, a film of sweat breaking out between my shoulder blades. Has something happened? I imagine severed joints and gushing blood, at odds with the blue skies and the dazzling sunshine. And my stomach heaves. I've never had a strong gut at the best of times, but being 14 weeks pregnant, I'm still experiencing morning sickness. Well, morning, noon, and night sickness. I stand up, mud stains on the knees of my jeans, still my usual size, although the waistband is snugger. I deliberate, chewing the inside of my cheek, inwardly berating myself for being so indecisive. Snowy stands up too, his ears pricked, and he emits one solitary bark as a builder. Jonty, the young good-looking one, suddenly appears from around the side of the house. He's running towards me, damp circles under the armpits of his t-shirt, as he waves his cap in the air to get my attention, his sandy curls bouncing with each step. Shit. He's going to tell me there's been an accident. I fight the urge to run in the opposite direction, instead shielding my eyes from the sun that beats down onto the thatched roof. Jonty doesn't appear injured, but as he gets closer, I can see shock on his freckled face. "Is someone hurt?" I call, trying to keep the panic out of my voice. Oh, God, I'm going to have to ring for an ambulance. I've never phoned 999 in my life, and I'm not good with blood. I wanted to be a nurse when I was younger, until I fainted when my best friend fell off her bike and gashed her knee open. "No, sorry to disturb you, but..." He sounds out of breath, and his words tumble out in a rush. "We found something. You better come, quick." I drop my gardening gloves onto the grass and follow him around the side of the cottage, Snowy at my heels, wondering what it could be. Treasure, perhaps? Some relic from the past that could be exhibited in a museum? But the yells, they weren't of joy at the discovery of something precious. They were laced with fear. I wish Tom was here. I don't feel comfortable dealing with the builders while he's at work. They constantly ask questions, expecting me to make decisions I'm worried will be wrong, and I've never been very authoritarian. At 24, Tom and I are only 3 years out of university. All of this, the move from the flat in Croydon to Beggar's Nook, a quaint village in the Cotswolds, and the cottage with views of the woods, has been so unexpected, a surprise gift. Jonty leads me to the back garden. Before the builders came, it had looked idyllic with the mature shrubbery, the honeysuckle snaked around the trellises, and the rockery in the corner filled with velvety pansies in a burst of pinks and lilacs. Now, there is an ugly orange digger surrounded by a huge mound of unearthed soil. The other 2 builders, Darren, mid-30s with a hipster beard, who, by his confident stance, is the boss, and Carl, around my age and as stocky as a rugby player, stare down at the hole they've made in the ground, hands on hips, their heavy boots sinking into the soil. They whip their heads up in perfect synchrony when I approach. They're wearing matching shocked expressions, but Carl's eyes are flashing with something akin to excitement. I follow.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?